my dear friends. My name is Kundan Kumar Singh and today I am going to deliver a beautiful lecture on mathematics dealing with the topic number system. In this we have the subheading, that is Roman numerals. So before getting into the actual topic, I would like to say that the digits from 0 to 9, these are digits. These are digits. The digits from 0 to 9, they are called as Indo-Arabic numerals. The digits from 0 to 9 are called as Hindu-Arabic numerals. Why? Because these numerals was originally established in India, but when the Arab people came to India, they picked up this number and they spread up to the European countries. From that time onwards, this number was called as in Hindu-Arabic numerals. This is all about Hindu-Arabic numerals. So, out of the numbers, out of the digits from 0 to 9, there are numbers, there are digits like 0, 1, I am extending it, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. These are 10 digits. Using these 10 digits, we will write any number, 7, 8, 7, 5, 6, this is number, any number we can write, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. You can write any number with the help of these digits. So these numbers are called as Hindu-Arabic. These numbers are called as Hindu-Arabic numerals. Why? These digits are also Hindu-Arabic numerals and these numbers are also called as Hindu-Arabic numerals. Anything you are writing with the help of these digits are called as Hindu-Arabic numerals. So, till now we know that these Hindu-Arabic numerals was existing in terms of numeral system. But do you know there is another numeral system that is called Roman numeral system. This Roman numeral system was established by the Roman people. That's why it is called as Roman numerals. In this class, we are going to see how to transform one Hindu-Arabic numeral like 786. This is the Hindu-Arabic numeral. This is Hindu-Arabic numeral. This is Hindu-Arabic numeral, and we are going to transform this Hindu-Arabic numeral in terms of Roman numeral. Roman numeral. In today's class, we are going to see how to transform this Hindu-Arabic numeral in terms of Roman numeral. So, to do that, you have to deal with certain rules. There are 6 number of rules, but before going to the actual rules, I would like to tell you that why we are studying these Roman numerals. So, these Roman numerals, the reason why we are studying is just because these are still in common use in today's life, today's world. That is, we are using in mentioning. I am writing over here, uses. Uses for what? For Roman numerals. These are used in mentioning different volumes of book. Different volumes of books. These Roman numerals are used in mentioning different volumes of books. You also used in representing. Also used in representing different roll number numbers, also used in representing different roll numbers in the class, also used in different clock faces. These Roman numerals we are using in today's life, like mentioning the different volumes of the book, also mentioning the different roll numbers in your classes, also used in the mentioning of the timings of the clock faces. Also there are n number of examples you can cite by your side. So today I am erasing this. So today we are going to see how to transform one Hindu-Arabic numeral in terms of Roman numerals. So this can be done with the help of certain rules. But before getting into the actual rules, I would like to say that in Roman numerals there are 7 distinct symbols in Roman numerals. What are they? In Roman numerals, you have 7 distinct symbols in Roman numerals. What are they? They are I, V, X, L, C, D and K. These are 7 distinct symbols existing in Roman numerals, and their corresponding Hindu-Arabic numerals also you need to remember. This I is nothing but 1. This V is nothing but 5. This X is 10. This L is 50. This C is 100. This D is 500. And this K is 1000. Alright. This table you need to remember first of all. I am making it as a table. Okay. So, the upper one symbols are called as Roman numerals. Roman numerals. This upper symbol is called as Roman numerals, and the below symbols, these are called as Hindu-Arabic numerals. Hindu-Arabic numerals. Once again I am telling about the table. There are 7 distinct symbols exist in Roman numerals. What are they? I, V, X, L, C, D and K. And their corresponding Hindu-Arabic numerals I have written: for I 1, for V 5, for X 10, for L 50, for C 100, for D 500 and for K it's 1000. I hope you are clear with this table. Now we will be dealing with certain rules. What are those rules? First of all, I will be dealing with rule number 1. I am erasing this. The rule number 1 we are writing over here. Rule 1. What is it? It says that if a symbol is repeated, then its value get added up. Did you understand the statement? What it is telling? If a symbol is repeated, then its value will get added up. understood with this statement, but it will be clear with the help of example. Out of the 7 distinct symbols, the symbols which you can repeat are I, X, C and K. These are the 4 symbols. These are the 4 symbols that can be repeated. Can be repeated. So, how many times we can repeat these symbols? We can repeat these symbols maximum 3 times. These are the 4 symbols that can be repeated, and the maximum number of times it will be repeated is 3, not more than that. And the symbols which cannot be repeated are V, L, D. These are the symbols which will not be repeated. Not be repeated. So, once again I am telling rule number 1. Here, if a symbol is repeated, then its value will get added up. Alright, we will understand this example, this rule with the help of example. For the time being, you have to remember that out of the 7 distinct symbols, these are the 4 symbols I, X, C and K. These are the 4 symbols that can be repeated, and the maximum number of times it will be repeated is 3. And these are the symbols V, L and D are the symbols which can never be repeated. Okay. So, what if I repeat this I, if I repeat, here I am writing, I am erasing this. If we repeat this I, first I, this I means simply 1. I am repeating double I. What does it mean? It is 1 plus 1. It is nothing but 2. Repeating I as 3 times, it will be 1 plus 1 plus 1. It will give 3. Okay. Now you might be thinking that I will repeat this I as 4 times. It will be wrong, because maximum times a symbol will be repeated is thrice. It is over. You can repeat this I maximum 3 times. 1, 2, 3. We have repeated thrice. Okay. Similarly, this X will be repeated. This X is nothing but 10. Okay. This X, when it is repeated, it will give, first the X value is 10, and second you have to add it, it is 20. Similarly, it will be repeated thrice. So 10 plus 10 plus 10, it will give 30. In this way, you can repeat all of the symbols. I hope you are clear with this. If you want me, still you want me that I will do for this and this, so I can go here. C means 100. Okay. Double C, it means 100 plus 100. It gives 200. Triple C, it gives 100 plus 100 plus 100. It will be 300. I hope you are clear about. For I, maximum 3 times repeated. For X, maximum 3 times repeated. For C, maximum 3 times repeated. And for K also, you can do, this is K, it represents 1000. We know that from the previous table. And here, it is double K, it means 1000 plus 1000, it will give 2000. And this 3 times writing K, it is nothing but you have to add 1000 thrice. So it will give 3000. I hope you are clear about rule number 1. Now I am moving to rule number 2. I am erasing this. You can take the screenshot of it, or you can pause the video and you can write it. Now I am moving to the rule number 2. I am erasing it. to remember, it's very simple. It is just telling that if you write one smaller value symbol to the right hand side of the greater value symbol, then its value will get added up. So what does it mean? So let us see with example. For suppose this is a greater value symbol, this B. B is nothing but 5. And I am taking one smaller value symbol, that is I. This I have written on the right hand side. On the right hand side of the greater value symbol, this smaller value symbol is written on the right hand side of the greater value symbol. Then it indicates simply 5 plus 1. It is nothing but 6. I think you are clear with the statement. It is telling that if a smaller value symbol, this is the smaller value symbol, written on the right hand side of the greater value symbol, then this is greater value symbol. If a smaller value symbol is written to the right hand side of the greater value symbol, then its value will get added up. Okay, it is giving 6. Similarly, if I write 10 I, it is nothing but 10 plus 1, it will give 11. Similarly, you can write, this is, I am taking different number, 50, and here I am writing I. It is nothing but this smaller value symbol written to the right hand side. This is the right hand side. We are writing smaller value symbol on the right hand side of the greater value symbol, then its value will get added up. Simply it is 51. Okay. I hope you are clear with this rule number 2. If a smaller value symbol is written to the right hand side of the greater value symbol, then its value will get added up. Okay. This is all about rule number 2. Now I am moving to rule number 3. I am erasing this. Rule number 3. What does it say? It says that it is exactly opposite of the previous rule. That is, if a smaller value symbol is written to the left hand side of any greater value symbol, then its value will get subtracted. Alright, the statement is too long to remember, but with the help of example, you can remember this statement. It is very easy. Here I am taking one example. It is telling that if a smaller value symbol is written to the left hand side of the greater value symbol, then its value will get subtracted from the greater value symbol. What does it mean? For suppose I am taking this is a greater value symbol and I am writing a smaller value symbol on the left hand side. This is the greater value. This is the greater value symbol. This is the greater value symbol. This V is nothing but 5 and I is 1. So this 1 is written on the left hand side of this is smaller value symbol. So when the condition is something like this, if a smaller value symbol is written to the left hand side of the greater value symbol, then its value will get subtracted. This is nothing but I am taking equal to 5 minus 1. It is representing 4. Okay, similarly we can take x and x means 10i. So it will be the greater value symbol is here and the smaller value symbol is here. That means it is exactly left hand side of the greater value symbol. Then we have to subtract it, 10 minus 1, it is nothing but 9. So this is all about the rule number 3. But here one more thing you need to remember, I will show you. Let me erase this. You have to remember that this 1 can only be subtracted either from 5 and 10 only. This 1 can be subtracted either from 5 and 10 only. This 10 can be subtracted either from 50, 100 and 1000. This 10 can be subtracted either from 50, 100 and 1000. This 100 can be subtracted either from 500 and 1000 only. So what do you mean by the writing this much? This is something like this. This I is nothing but you have to this one means nothing but I. We have to consider I. This 5 means you have to consider V. This 10 means you have to consider X. Okay. This 10 means also X. This 50 means L. This 100 means C. This 1000 means K. Here also K. This P. And this C. So when I mean to say this 1, from which number you can subtract? You can subtract this 1 either from 5 and 10. Either from 5 or 10. This 1 cannot be subtracted from 50, 100 or 1000. This is a point you need to remember. This 10 can be subtracted either from 50, 100 and 1000. This 10 cannot be subtracted from 5, 10, 500 or this 10 cannot be subtracted from 500 or 5 or 10. Okay? This 100 you can subtract only from 500 and 1000. So let's do it. If we do subtraction, what you are getting? Let's see over here. It is telling 1 will be subtracted from 5. That means this is 5 and we want to subtract 1. So we will write on the left hand side. Okay. So if we subtract it, this will be 5 minus 1. It is 4. Okay. If we subtract 1 from 10, that means this is 10. We want to subtract 1. We will write on the left hand side I. It will be 10 minus 1. It is 9. Alright. This rule is clear. Now you might be thinking that why not this 1 is subtracted from 50? Because it is already stated that it will be subtracted from 5 and 10 only. That is why you cannot subtract this 1 from 50, 100 and 1000. Similarly, you can see for the rest of the rules. Let us see for rule number 2. I am erasing this. Here, 10 can be subtracted from 50. Let us see. First of all, we will write 50. And we want to subtract 10. That means this 10 will be it will be written on the left hand side. So it is nothing but 50 minus 10. It is 40. Okay. This 10 can be subtracted from 100. That means first of all you write 100 C. And you want to subtract 10. So XC. Whenever you are to subtract, at that time you have to write it. Anything you want to subtract from these numbers, you have to write it on the left hand side. So here we want to subtract this 10 from 100. That means we will write first 100, and to subtract that 10 we have to write on the left hand side. It will give X is nothing but this C is nothing but 100 and X is 10. So it will give 90. Now this 10 can be subtracted from 1000. So we can subtract this xk. So it will be 1000 minus 10. It is nothing but 990. I hope you are clear with this. Now similarly we can check this third rule. I am erasing this. We are reading this third rule. So we want to subtract this 100 from 500 and 1000. So when we are to subtract this 100 from 500, first of all we will write t. T means 500. We want to subtract 100, that's why we will write here. It will be 500 minus 100, it is nothing but 400. Here again we want to subtract this 100 from 1000. So 1000 is nothing but k, and we want to subtract 100, so ck is nothing but 1000 minus 100. It will give 900. Alright. This is rule number 3. In rule number 3, we have got this one. After subtracting, means I mean to say that these numbers will be subtracted from 5 and 10 only. This I will be subtracted from 5 and 10 only. This 10 will be subtracted from 50, 100 and 1000 only. This 100 will be subtracted from 500 and 1000 only. This is all about rule number 3. Now I am going for rule number 4. I am erasing all this. Rule number 4. What does it say? It says if a smaller value symbol is written in the middle of any two greater value symbol, then the smaller value symbol will get subtracted from that greater value symbol, which is just after it. Alright, this statement is too long to remember, but with the help of example you will remember this statement. It's very easy. So let's do it. I think once again I am reading this statement here. If a smaller value symbol is written in the middle of any two greater value symbol, then the smaller value symbol will get subtracted from the greater value symbol, which is just after it. So alright, we will see this statement with the help of example. Here I am taking example. For suppose I am taking x and v. Okay, these are the two symbols, and one more symbol I am taking in the middle. Okay, here this is a greater value symbol, this is also a greater value symbol, but exactly in the middle you have a smaller value symbol. This smaller value symbol will get subtracted from the symbol which is just after it. Just after it means this symbol is just after it. So it will become, this is nothing but 10. X means 10 plus. You have to take bracket. This one you have to write. V means 5. Then you have to subtract this 1. This I means 1. It is nothing but 14. 10 plus 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 plus 10, 14. So this symbol represents 14. Okay. By this statement, it is clear that if a smaller value symbol is written between two greater value symbol, then this smaller value symbol will always get subtracted from the symbol which is just after it. Let me take some more. Here we can take, for suppose, we can take L. I am erasing this. I am taking another example. L and X. These are the two symbols. Exactly in the middle we have one smaller value symbol. So what does it represent? Here the smaller value symbol is just in the middle of two greater value symbol. This is one greater value symbol and this is one greater value symbol. This is the only smaller value symbol which will get subtracted from this symbol. So we will write this L means 50. Okay, plus. We will open the bracket and here first of all we will write this number. X means 10 and we want to subtract this one. So minus 1. Okay. 50 plus 10 minus 1. It is nothing but 59. This is 9 and this is 50. When you add it, you will get 59. This is all about rule number 4. I hope you are clear with this example. The statement is clear. If a smaller value symbol is written between two greater value symbols, then this smaller value will get subtracted from the symbol which is just after it. So it is happening. This L means 50 simply. This I we will subtract from this 10. So 10 minus 1, it is 9. So 50 plus 9 is 59. Okay. Now we are moving to rule number 5. This is the last rule. You need to remember that. Now I am taking the last rule. I am erasing this. That is rule number 5. While the beginning of the class I told that there are 6 rules, but now it is 5 rules because we have reduced the rules. Here rule number 5, it is telling in rule number 5, if a bar is placed over a symbol, then it is multiplied. It is means the symbol is multiplied by 1000. Right? The rule is telling that if a bar is placed over a symbol, or suppose this is a symbol, this is V, this is the symbol V, and if I want to place a bar, this is a bar, then what does this symbol represent? It will represent V means 5. This 5 will get multiplied by 1000. So it will give 5000. Alright? This symbol, when we are putting bar over it, this bar is representing that this symbol will multiply by 1000. Similarly, if I take this VI, this is nothing but, first of all, VI means 5 plus 1, it is 6. Okay? If I put bar over it, this means we have to multiply this 6 by 1000. You will get 6000. Okay. Let me take some more. For suppose this is 10. Okay? This is 10. If I put bar over here, what does it represent? First of all, 10. So 10 bar means multiply by 1000. So this will become 10,000. Okay? So similarly, you can take any number and you just put bar and you see the result will be coming. Okay. Now I am erasing all this rule, and at last I would like to say that the symbol V L and D, these are never subtracted. Never subtracted. You need to remember. These symbols will never subtracted. That means this symbol cannot be written on the left hand side of any greater value symbol. What does it mean? I am telling that this V can never be subtracted. This L can never be subtracted. D can never be subtracted. For suppose I take this is 1000 K and I want to subtract this V. If you write this VK, it will be wrong. You cannot write this one. If you write this LK, then this one also wrong. If you write DK, this one also wrong. You cannot subtract. That means you cannot write this V on the left hand side of any greater value symbol. This L you cannot write on left hand side of any greater value symbol. This D also you cannot write on any left hand side of the greater value symbol. Okay, this is all about VLT. Now we are going to practice some few examples for our clear understanding. Let us take, we already know I means 1. Double I means 1 plus 1. It is 2. Okay, I am taking equal to. You might be confused. That's why I am taking equal to. This is I. Can you repeat it thrice? So it will be 1 plus 1 plus 1. It is 3. Now you will be writing 5. 4. To write 4 you have to subtract I. So it will get 5 minus 1. It is nothing but 4. If you want to write 5, simply 5. You have to write this is 5. This is, if you want to write 6. To write 6, this is B means 5. This smaller value symbol written on the right hand side, that means we have to add it. It will be 6. For 7, it is nothing but 5 plus 1 plus 1, it is 7. How it is? Because this I can be repeated thrice, means here I have written 2 times. Now once again you can repeat, that is I thrice. That is 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. It will give 8. Now I want to write 9. You want to write 9. So first of all I am writing 10. For 10 it is simply 10. I want to make it 9, so I have to subtract I. You have to write on left hand side. It will be 10 minus 1. It is nothing but 9. Okay. This is all about from 1 to 10. You can write these numbers in terms of these Hindu Arabic numerals. We can write in terms of Roman numerals in this way. Okay. These are Hindu Arabic numerals. These are Hindu Arabic numerals. These are Hindu Arabic numerals. These numerals has been written in corresponding Roman numbers. I hope you are clear about 1 to 10. Now we will be looking for bigger numbers. For bigger number, let us deal with bigger number. Here, for suppose I am taking any random number. I want to write 100. For 100, simply you know 100 means C. It is 100. Okay, over. Now I want to write, this is Hindu Arabic numeral, I am transforming it into Roman numeral. Okay. If you want to write this 100 in terms of Roman, then simply write C. Okay. If you want to write 200, then what you will do? You will repeat this C two times. This C is written 2 times. This means simply 100. This C means 100. This C means 100. So plus 100. It will give 200. Okay. You want to write 300. Why am I writing this 2 times? Because already I told in the rule that these are the symbols which can be repeated thrice, maximum thrice, but not more than thrice. So this 300, this 300, okay. I want to write 300, so C, C, C. It is nothing but 300. So it will be 100 plus 100 plus 100. This is nothing but 300. Now you want to write 400. How can we do that? Okay. So you have to take the nearest to 400 is nothing but 500. That is 500. Okay, 500. Nearest to 400 is 500. 500 means D. And we want to make it 400. So what shall we do? We shall subtract 100 from it. So simply CT. This means D means 500 and C means 100 subtracted. Why subtracted? Because D we have to write 500. Nearest to 400 is 500. Okay. That's why we have taken D and we want to subtract 100. Then it will give 400. Okay. This is 400. How do we know that we have to subtract from D? This is just because of the practice. This 400 you have to see whether it is near to 500 or near to 1000. This 400 is nearer to 500. That's why I have taken 500 minus 100. And in the rule also we have studied that this 100 can be subtracted either from 500 or 1000. So, okay, this is true. This is true because this 100 can be subtracted. In the rule we have seen that 100 can be subtracted from either 500 or 1000. That's why it is true. Now you want to write 500, simply you write D. You want to write 600, okay? You want to write 600, so D means 500. And you want to make 600, that's why C. DC is nothing but 500 plus 100. It is 600, okay? I hope you are clear with 600. Similarly, we can go for 700. For 700, this is 700. You can write first D. D means 500. 500 and we want to make 700. So C can be repeated twice. That's why it is DCC. Is nothing but 500 plus this C means 100. Another C means plus 100. This is nothing but 700. Okay, now you want to make 800. Simply you write D, okay, and this C can be repeated thrice, so you write thrice. D means 500, C. This is 300 and 500, 800. This is simply 500 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100. It will give 800. Okay, now you want to write 900. How do you do that? First you have to take nearest to 900 is nothing but 1000. So 1000 is represented by K and you want to subtract 100, then only it will become 900. So from 1000 we have to subtract 100. So it can be subtracted CK. This is nothing but 1000. And this is rule number. According to the rule we are writing this. This 900, to make it 900, this is 1000. 1000 minus 100. Minus means you have to write on the left hand side. So minus 100, it will give 900. Okay. And for 1000 we have known already that it is K. Okay. In this way you can transform any random number in terms of Roman number. Okay. Let us take some more. I am erasing this. Let us take some more, that is any random number I am taking. 7, 5, 3, 2. This is the number and I want to write in Roman number. For this what you have to do, first of all you have to split this into Arabic numeral. What you have to do, you have to take 7. After 7 you have to see how many digits, 3 digits, so 3 number of zeros, okay. After 5 plus 5, after 5 2 digits, so 2 number of zeros. After 3 1 0. After 2 simply 2. You have to split this number in this fashion. After splitting, you have to do. This is 7000. So how do you represent this 7000 in terms of Roman? Simply you have to write 7. This is 7 and you want to make it 7000. So simply put bar. This is nothing but 7 is multiplied by 1000. It will give, this bar means multiply by 1000. This inside number is multiplied by 1000. Then it becomes 7000. Okay. You want to make 500, so plus D. For 30, we know that X can be repeated thrice. And plus this 2 means nothing but I can be repeated twice. So all together, by eliminating the plus symbol, we can write all together as this example. This much example is enough for your practice. You can even take by your own choice. You can take any number and you can practice it. I hope you are clear with all these concepts. These concepts will be clear only when you will practice regularly. If you capture it by practicing, then it is very easy. You can remember it for longer period of time. If you try to mug up the things, then you are not going to remember for longer period of time. That's all for today's class. I am meeting you in the next class. Thank you and have a nice day.